Okay, so this is a funny story that's probably only funny to me, and it's about what happens when I lose my temper, and it's also about people doing shitty things to me. So a few years ago, I was friends with this person, um, and he became quite obsessive. He wanted to talk to me every day, and I mean like every second of every day he wanted to talk to me. He always wanted to be at my house, he always wanted to go for a drive, he always wanted to hang out, he always wanted to go to the beach at night. And if I was hanging out with someone else, he would wait until he knew that I was going to be with this person, and then he would call me and ask me where I was, and if he wanted me to, if I wanted him to pick me up, or it was really weird. It just got really, really weird. And so one day I was just like, I don't want to be friends with you anymore. And, maybe that's me being picky, because I always get really depressed because people don't want to be my friend. And then I get this person that, like, wants to talk to me and whatever. And I'm just like, yeah, nah, no thanks. So anyway, I had let him borrow some of my Xbox stuff. So I made sure to ask for that back before I never saw him again. And when I got it back, it was broken. And I think at this point of my life, I was just sick to death of people doing shitty things to me. So I wanted some money to go towards a replacement. It took me a very long time for him to agree to this, because he was just being a real piece of shit about the whole thing. He agreed to give me $20. $20 to replace something that was like over $100. Oh, I was kind of angry, but I thought, oh, I guess, it's better than nothing. So all of a sudden, my house was too far out of the way, and I had to go to his house to collect the money. And I don't know how to drive. Like, I don't drive, and I have trouble with public transport. So he was making it really difficult for me to get this $20. And I probably should have just like forgotten the whole thing. It's $20, who cares? But I was determined to get this money. So I get a lift to his house because he told me that he had the money, so I went there to get it. And this was at night time, so it was like straight out of a horror movie, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre type of thing. They lived near, I think it's called an abattoir, and it's where they kill animals, like chickens and stuff. So the whole area smelt like death. And they lived in this really old house, and their yard was filled with broken down cars, and I mean like 50 or so. Like, there were a ton of broken down cars. And out the front, they even had a dog locked up in a metal cage. So, the dog's barking its head off at us, and the guy's dad comes out. Who's that? Like, he was creepy when he came out. I thought he was going to come out with his fucking shotgun or something. It was just, who is that? What do you want? So we're like, yeah, we just want to talk to blah, blah, blah. And he yells out to his son, and then the guy comes out, and he's acting all tough, and he's like, yeah, I don't have your money. And I was furious because I went all that way. Like, he lived like 25 minutes or so away from me. Went all that way because he had money, and then he tells me he doesn't have money. So he's just fucking me around, and it's pissing me off. And it pissed off the person I was with, and a fight breaks out between him and the person that I was with. And so the guy starts calling out for his dad to come and save him. And his dad comes out, and his dad just doesn't give a fucking shit. But his mother did. And she comes flying out of the front door. And she has a real problem with me for some reason. And as she's making her way towards me, she's yelling out the most random shit. Two of the things I remember was that she was going to sue me for slander. I don't know what I said, but she was going to do that. And she was also she knew people in bikie gangs, and she was going to send them after me, and she was going to get them to hurt me because I wanted $20 fucking to replace a $150 fucking thing that her fucking son broke. And she comes right up to me and she slaps me across the face. And, you know, in my memory of this, it's one of those memories that happen in slow motion, but in, like, reality, it was, like, a few seconds. So, because this was, like, the final thing for me, is this woman slapping me across the face, and I went from total shock to total fucking rage. And I punched her in the head several times. And all I wanted to do was push her over onto the ground, get on top of her, and just beat the shit out of her. Have you ever do you know what that feels like, where you just want to beat the shit out of someone? The problem was that this woman was rather big, and I couldn't get her on the ground at all. I tried so hard, and I just couldn't push her over. So, you know, I'm trying to push her over into this ditch in her front yard, and while I'm doing this, I'm thinking, why the hell is no one stopping me from attacking her? Because I knew her husband and her son were out there. Why aren't they stopping me? So I look over at them, and they're just standing there. They're standing there watching with an expression on their face like they're watching lesbian porn. Like, kind of smiling, it was creepy. And I'm like, you know, I'm beating the shit out of your wife right now, and you're just enjoying it. That's really fucking weird. So I gave up, because I wasn't going to get her in this ditch. And I leave, because, you know, I'm feeling rather dirty as well after that. Because I think that might have been the second time that I've attacked someone physically. But on the way home, you know, I'm thinking only that would happen to me. You know, I go to someone's house to collect money for something that they broke, and I don't leave with any money. I leave with scratches and bruises. You seriously had to be there to find that funny. It's funny because, you know, most people don't see me lose my temper. Most people just see me quiet and smiling and bitch face, I guess. But I think if you just know me as being like really quiet and keeping to myself, so if you just knew me as that and then you saw me do that, that's pretty funny. Because I'm not even the same person. I'm like a completely different person. It's like when I'm home by myself and when I get really, really, really angry about something, I don't have social anxiety anymore. It just goes away. Like, it just doesn't exist. I can say what I want, do what I want, tell people what I think, like, I don't even care. But, you know, that's what happens. Because I don't let things out, I keep it all in. And it's like I attract bad things, because, like, lots of bad things happen to me. I think people just they think I'm quiet, nice, I'm going to take advantage of that, and they always think that they're the first person to do it. Like, people must think that I'm a fucking idiot. Like, you're not the first person to do it, and I know that you're going to do it. Don't fucking do it. Because you might be the person that, you know, that has to deal with what happens when I lose my fucking temper. So, and I'm probably just going to post this because the last video I did, I managed to do that in one take, and today it's just not happening, and I get fed up. I'm like, I'm not going to fucking do this video. I can't be bothered. No one's going to watch it anyway. Why am I doing this? But here I am. I did it. I'm late, but I did it. And it wasn't even funny because I can't tell stories, but there you go. I started a written blog, and I'll leave a link in the description or on my page or whatever, because I can only make videos if I'm by myself, so I sort of I need a blog so I can just write things out whenever I want to, so that my blog and this video thing, it will be connected to each other, because, you know, I know that you just fucking love me, and I'm just everywhere at the moment because I'm so entertaining. You know, I feel like I'm really annoying because I'm everywhere and I don't shut the fuck up sometimes online. Anyway. Okay, so I'm going to go, and I don't know what I want to talk about next time, so yeah, see ya.